That's ironic and quite sad.
And my grandfather was only 60, mind you. 60.
Dude, what the fuck?
And it's just like a bunch of shit just happened that time. It's just terrible. At the same point in time, before I went to the hospital, it was during the October snowstorm. I don't know if you guys heard about that. The October snowstorm in 2011. I don't know if you guys heard that in Connecticut or anything like that. But yeah,
That doesn't apply to me, but okay.
there was a lot of snow. A lot. I'm saying a lot. To the point where a military jeep crashed into the river, killing people inside of the vehicle.
Yeah, it gets pretty cold up here. I don't know about the...
So yeah, there was that time when going to the hospital for my appendix, and then after that, my grandfather died, and I'm like, okay. But can I have any more bad luck?
I had both my mother and my grandmother have breast cancer, and surprisingly survived. I've had like 90% of my family died of some kind of cancer, whether it be lung, liver, or
No, that's
breast.
sad, but I think I've almost been put in the face of death like 3, maybe even 4 times.
I have seizures. I know what it's like to be close to death, so...
Yeah, I don't have seizures, but wait,
Okay,
if
can
you
we
have
please
seizures,
talk
why are you
about
playing
something
Advanced
that's
Warfare?
happy?
In terms of physical
I,
pain
I
on top of that, I've landed on
I have a
metal
cracked
pole.
skull.
I've landed on a metal pole
I
with
have,
my nuts.
People!
I got hit in the head with a metal baseball bat.
I've done that to somebody.
I've had it dealt to me.
I hit a guy with a Ciroc bottle until it broke.
One of my friends in school hit someone in the head in fireman's helmet.
Interesting. Yeah, it's harder than her head.
Well,
Mm.
you're just finding a bunch of ways to put her into the conversation, aren't you?
I'm trying to find ways to put her into everything.
Huh.
Wait, what?
He likes
Exactly.
you.
I'm sorry, I'm
Hey.
concentrating on playing domination.
I like fun size. Gives me a lot of freedom and a lot of flexibility.
I'm happy I'm not eating at this point.
You sound like you got a weak stomach.
Hang on.
I don't like hearing those thoughts. It's just terrible to think about. So,
Yeah,
like, you
you're
could just
too
be sitting
young. My apologies.
no, I'm not too young. Trust me, I've dealt with worse, and I've said worse.
Clearly not.
But
If
like,
if this is
but
making you feel
what I
weird.
don't like, it does. Like, I just don't like talking about it, but sometimes I just do it. I don't know why, but fucking like, just you could just sit there thinking about it. Like, and you just sit there and beats. And like, someone could just randomly say, like, fucking suck my 9-inch cock, and you can be like.
Really?
That's why I can be identifying. It's just like you don't want to hear that when you're eating. And just like
Mm.
what you said earlier, when I was just eating food, I'm like I'm still eating, and you just kept you decided
I
you
came
decided
into
to
to a
freaking
room eating a meatball sub while seeing my older brother finger fuck his girl. That shit's just whatever. Like, yo, he's doing his business.
what you didn't realize is that was cupcake.
Huh?
Eh. You know what they say?
What
Wait.
comes around goes around. Oh, wait,
Nope.
wait, what?
Pretty much the best way to put it. Teamwork make the dream work.
So, are y'all gonna join me out of here or what?
Just like internet porn.
Hey, best kind of porn out there.
No,
And
that's just a
join.
bunch of calculator. That's just a bunch of calc. Uh, Alright, I'm gonna have to switch users real quick, which involves
Yay!
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I have to give my high level user, boy.
Yay!
What?
We're playing as me.
Yeah, no.
RJ Madface XD. You're so emo.
I'm not emo.
I'm just kidding.
I am emotionally deprived.
I'm actually not emo. There's actually a reason that, like, when I first started playing PS3, like, I was playing Black Ops 2, right? I ran into this, like, people that had, like, basically the same name as I was, but it was, like, Brianna with the same faces, like, with the same. And I said, like, is that a clan? They're like, yes, that's a clan. And I'm like, oh, I wanted to try out because, you know, I never knew what clans were, so I wanted to try. And this was, like, my first clan I've ever gone into, and this was actually the third account I ever made on PlayStation. So it's like, this is... And then, I didn't really realize what these emojis were, because, you know, it's still kind of a noob deal. It's like internet and their lingo. And yeah, so I didn't really realize this, and people call me emotional because I have this shit on them, but I'm like,
It's okay.
yeah, I've been playing for many years. Not to sound like an old person. I'd send a friend request here. What does PK mean anyway?
Pussy killer?
Not the most satisfying of thoughts, but cool.
I'm sorry. Say that again?
So what does PK mean?
I don't know, I
And
kind
she
of
was like,
remodeled it.
And she just said, pussy killer. I'm like, well, that's not the satisfying thought.
Well, I could say that would be kind of accurate, like, to the description, but I don't know.
What the fuck was that laugh?
You should hear when she snores.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you know how I showed
She
you,
sounds like a puppy when she snores.
you know how I, showed you, Charlie Classic?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's someone else you want to probably look up, but he's on YouTube, though. You want to search up Joe Santagato.
Oh my god, I love him. He is so funny.
Well, here, I'll play his most recent video.
We're gonna do things a little differently. I told you guys to send me questions on Facebook and Twitter, and I got a lot, so let's get started. What's your funniest encounter on a New York City subway? Alright, so there was this one day I was coming home from work, and when I got on the train, it smelled like this, which isn't out of the ordinary, by the way. This is New York City. Everywhere it smells like piss. However, on this specific day, I knew it was a guy on the train because no one was sitting near him, so he had either just pissed or was currently pissing, which is fine. It's not fine, but whatever. We're gonna continue with the story. He also kind of looked like Santa Claus if Santa Claus' parents like didn't give a shit and he like rolled around in dirt and just drank a lot. So anyway, Santa Claus is over there talking to himself, which is fine, and I guess some lady made eye contact with him, which by the way, big fucking mistake. She makes eye contact, and I guess that just pissed him off because he started screaming at her and he was saying, "You're a wannabe cock." Like she wants to be a like what the fuck does that even mean? So I start laughing. And when I start laughing, like, no one else is laughing. It's New York City, everyone's like, this is normal, I'm just gonna keep my head down. But no, it's not fucking normal. The guy hears me, and he fucking snaps his neck, and he goes, "What are you laughing at, tit fucker?" And now I'm fucking dying. Now I'm hunched over in my fucking shirt. The guy just called me a tit fucker.